I am extremely tired this morning, so excuse me if I sound more tired than normal. I just am. I need to make a quick whip round to give a summary of what the situation is in the house today, it being Friday morning. Just to make sure my wife at least knows what is done and what is not. So moving from the hallway, I mean, a mess. Nothing I can do about that. I've got my little bedroom, that's all. And then like the sofa, and there's nowhere to put things very much. I haven't been spending any time in here because, well, the TV's not here. TV's still over there. I wasn't very confident about carrying it. I might actually. I can't move this cupboard. It's very frustrating. It's all kind of wonky, but I can't move it. Because if I do, I'll scratch the floor. I can't move anything. So the plan for this room, and I have to start this, well, more or less now, is the fireplace and the chimney breast. You can see around the fireplace tons of some plaster from where they installed it. Now I've got to sand that a little bit to make sure the plaster is dead level with the wall. If it's not, you're going to see where it is, and it's disgusting when you can see that. I've got to replace the skirting board. I've got to replace the dado rail. That will be done after I paint the wall. Painting the wall is done like this. First, it's only the plaster, just the pink. I have to paint that white and then 2 layers of the green. That will bring it more or less to the same shade of green as the rest of the room. Then I have to paint all of the chimney breast and that below the dado rail, which will then bring it everything, all of that, it'll get rid of the pink and it'll kind of blend it in. I have to be a little bit careful because when I paint this, it's not going to be the same colour as this exactly. So I have to kind of, like on the edge, I really have to cut in close. Can't get paint around the corner, if you like. I have to pray that the difference in colour up there is not too much, and below and above the dado rail is not too much, because if it's noticeable, what I need to do is paint the whole room. That's the truth. But well, and that includes that back room. That's going to happen next summer. So that's the situation here. This is a lot of work. I'm gonna have to do, I don't know. It's going to be hard work. The white paint, by the way, I don't know if people know this thing. I mean, all of the house was replastered, everything inside. Skimmed, they call it. It's a very thin layer of plaster. You can paint directly onto plaster, but the problem is it kind of sucks the liquid, the water, whatever, out of the paint into the wall. And what you end up doing is having to paint more layers than you would otherwise need to or would want to. So what you do is you start with a coat of white paint that's half paint, half water. It's like a wash. That's why the bedroom upstairs was white. So you do that first. So when I say paint the white or white, that's why. The colour of all the rest of the walls comes from that. First having white paint and then 2 layers of green paint. It gives the colour. So I have to duplicate that here. And that's what I'm doing. That is a bit tricky to get exactly right, but I will do my best. Next room is the dining room. In the dining room, again, you can see I can't move anything. I can move this, and that's all. The chairs, I suppose, yeah. There's damp on this wall. I need to sort of scrape the wall. Some paint will fall off, and I need to paint it with something called stain blocker. And then I have to paint the wall again, but I'm not going to paint the sitting with the dining room. Dining room's going to be patches of unpainted. It might have white paint on it, but not, I don't know, I haven't got time. I just haven't got time, so I can't paint when my wife's here. Allergies and things. This damp patch, again, more or less the same. I'll scrape it off, I'll do what I can. to make it look better, but bottom line is it's not going to look a lot better. So dining room is not going to look perfect. What do you expect? I mean, any visitors have to know that it's not, that it's still working. But this, I can't go into the kitchen, so I have to go outside around the back of that, to the back of the house, through the back door, and I've got, you can see how big the area is down there. I can stand in it, but there's like the rubbish bin, there's all kinds of stuff down there. This is the floor. I found out why it was sticky. Painted it a second time. Looking at it, I can see a couple of places that are still going to be sticky. At the end of the day, I'm going to have a good look at it, and just maybe I'll have to paint it again. I don't know what to do. I know how to fix it, but I just haven't got time. After today, I can't paint it because the smell. So there we are, that's the hallway. Now there is a place on the stairs I just want to touch up a bit with the stain and so on, but you wouldn't notice that if you didn't I don't think you'll see it on camera, so I won't try and show you. Bathroom, still tons of stuff in there. Well, the bed. The legs on the bed, I've got to take wheels off and put beds on. That's going to take time. I've got to do it with dowels. I don't know who knows what that means, but I take the wheels off because they scratch the floor. I make legs from pieces of wood. I can do that, it's not hard. But then I have to put dowels that will go from the bed into the wood, into the legs. 2 for every leg, so that if the leg doesn't get sort of twisted, or if it does get twisted, it's not going to break anything. So I need 2 dowels in there, one to hold it and the next to stop it twisting. Carrying on. Oh, this is where I've got to touch up. Can you see it's like little dots? Don't know what caused it, but it's got to be touched up and it will be done. Okay. This morning I found a couple of spots I've got to touch up in here. Whoopee. That radiator is going to be, I don't know, he might have to take it off the wall, and if he does, well, bedroom, not taking you in there. This room, kind of done. I want to do the picture rail. I'll have time while I'm waiting for the paint to dry. Got a hole I've been filling, that's more or less filled. I've got to clear all this out. I've got a vacuum everywhere. These little bits like that, it's just dust, it's nothing, it's not paint. So all of that, I've got to do most of that, a lot of that anyway, today. So I'm not feeling very happy today, and well, that's all there is to it. So I'm sorry, really boring video perhaps, but I just needed to fill in, make sure my wife knows what's happening here, and I suppose it's nice for myself as a record. Okay, so really tired, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I've got to start down in the sitting room. Wish me luck. Goodbye.